What's up, guys? It's Dexter's1984 back from another TerraBuild guide. Today we're going to go through some redstone. Now, I'm not the best at redstone, but I like to try and help you guys out. So as I learn, I'm going to come back on, do some more guides, show you how to do some more stuff. I've got Canada Tamale, here with me today. He's not that good at redstone either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass on my knowledge to him and hopefully pass some knowledge on to you guys. So if it helps, let us know. If you want to see something, let me know. If I can learn and show you guys, I definitely will. But we're just going to go through some of the simple basics of redstone and try and get a better understanding of how it works and what does what. So we're going to start off today with some basic redstone knowledge here today, Canada. So I'm going to start off with a block and a lever. So just start off with the lever. On the up position, the lever is off. On the down position, the lever is on. Okay. So whenever you power a block, it's always going to power the entire block. So right now, this redstone is actually powering all sides of this block. So if we take that off the top, you can see by the redstone dust on the floor here, it powers each side, it powers the top, and it will power underneath as well. So I'm just going to quickly just show that. If I pop another lever on the top here, turn this one off, pop the redstone here, you can see it's still powered. So it powers every block around the actual first block itself. So one of maybe the easiest ways to try and show that is with a redstone lamp, if this duck wants to get out of my way. So just duck on, there you go. So I'm just going to quickly pop a redstone lamp on all the sides here. It's just going to quickly show you exactly where it gets powered via a lever. As you can see, it's virtually every side of the block. Now we do it there. So that's the lever. Will basically power virtually every side. It's obviously difficult to see where the lever is, so I'm just going to knock the front off again so you can see the lever on the inside. So turn it off and on. You can see that it powers, virtually every block around. Now with the redstone torch, that works out slightly different. So pop a redstone torch here, raise it up one so we can just show you. So if I pop a redstone torch here, it works basically the same way as a lever, but not quite. It only powers everything above its station. So we go there. Now this, I'll explain why this other one lights up here. This is to do with lamps. The redstone torch isn't powering that block at that point. So as you can see, it won't power anything below that mark. So it'll only power everything above there. So these blocks will stay off. Okay, so that's a redstone torch. You can see the different ways in which it powers. So when you're passing currents up and downwards, you can start to play with redstone a bit more when it comes to the torch. So another way we can actually use torches is to pass power up and downwards. So if we pop a redstone torch underneath a block and then pop a piece of redstone dust on top, we can then see that this redstone torch underneath is powering this block above. So then we can pass power, up and along. So if we want to then come from this and come along, we could pass redstone, obviously on top and then back down again. We could pop a redstone torch on the end here and maybe one on the floor. Redstone dust on the floor, and that could pass a redstone signal downwards if we wanted to. This right now is inverted from one to the other, so we're just going to get rid of one piece of redstone there. So now you can see it's lit again. So as you can see, the redstone torch on the side will then pass the redstone signal downwards, or redstone power down to the actual floor itself. Another thing to note about redstone is it only travels a certain amount of blocks. So we pop another block here and then a lever on the front, just turn that on. Now redstone will only travel, I think it's 15 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so once you get to this 15th block here, you can see there's a very, very light shimmer coming off it. So on the 16th block, no power will be there. See the way it's very dark in color, which means there's no power. So if I put a redstone lamp at the end here, it's not gonna light up. But if I power it further along, it should power. It's not gonna, just to make a liar out of me, but never mind. So if I knock that away, pop it at the end there, it will light there, and then one more, and as you can see, it's not going to light. Okay? So if we've got a long line and we want to make it go further than what we've actually physically created, what we need to do is need to use something called a repeater, which I will show you how to do in a minute. But one of the things I want to just note is when you get a signal within a line, you can get two types of signal. You can get a weak signal and a strong signal. A strong signal comes from powering a block directly, and a weak signal comes from powering a block indirectly. So what does that mean when you're building? When you power a block side onto this, so this is getting a weak signal, which is why this isn't actually physically lighting this lamp right here. But if we pop a line directly towards the lamp and then put the lamp to one side, that is called a strong signal because it's facing directly towards the block. Can you see that? So if it's next to it, it won't light. But if you send the power straight towards the block that you want to light, it then lights the block, and that's called a strong signal. This is called a weak signal. So it's not actually getting it. Even though it's powered and it's a strong enough power level to power it, because it's not facing the block, it doesn't give it a full power, and that's called a weak signal. All right. So I'm just going to quickly set up that so we've got a permanent reference to it. Set that up again. So we've got a line here, and I'm just going to pop a lamp there and a lamp there. Pop a lever on the end of that so you can see it happening once again. So as you can see, when it points direct to it, it gets to it. Okay. So there's obviously different ways we can power a line. So we'll go over a few of those now. There is let me just change this out for a wood one. I was using stone, but stone against this floor doesn't show up too well. So right now I've got a wooden pressure plate. I'm just going to pop a repeater here. I will go through repeaters in a bit more depth in a minute. But a repeater basically just repeats a signal and will allow us to physically view what's going on the other side. So stepping on the pressure plate gives you exactly the same signal length as anything we've displayed before, the levers, and so will a button. Pop another one here and we'll show you the button working. Sorry, excuse my voice. So you pop have you got a button ready? No, I haven't, but I'll get one ready now. Use a wooden button again so it's easier to see. I'm using a redstone lamp because it's easy to see when the circuit is active. But there you go. The button will power behind the block. Just remembering that this block is the active block. Like before, if I pop some redstone around this block, you'll see exactly how many it lights. So just push the button again, and the three of them will come on, and then they'll go off again. So that'll power every block. This provides a strong signal to this block here. So that means any block right next to it or adjacent to that one block, you will get the redstone igniting, including these front two blocks here, sticking out from it. So it works to the side and to the top as well. Okay, so that's a button. What else do I need to show you? So that's all the power activation systems, power length. I think next time when we come back, guys, I'm going to show you how to look at a redstone repeater and show you some of the cool things you can do with that, including time delay and whatnot. But thanks for joining us, and hope you can come back and see what we do next round.